Okay, thank you.
Directly.
I appreciate you, thank you.
May I ask you an honest question? Why, when you already get paid tax dollars to file papers and do all this, does you, the public service agent, charge a fee to the public to perform a duty that you already get paid tax dollars for? Why do you do that? I mean, I swear, miss, why do you charge a fee for something that we have a right to? Yeah, and we have a right to public information. We're the public, and you guys should not be charging fees. I think that they're unlawfully. Even if the legislature set those fees, it'd be unlawful. Even if the legislature, she's claiming that it was the legislature's problem, so the legislature is charging fees of the public that should already be paid for by tax dollars.
Yeah.
This lady right here, this public service agent, is claiming that the legislature is the one that makes them charge fees to the public for things that are already public's privy to. We have a right to public information. We are the public. This is our information, not theirs to sell back to us, but they are actively selling it back to us. And this is a fraud. This is a full-on fraud.
Yeah, we can wait around for them. Oh.
Yeah, they have 5 business
can you
days.
mail them, possibly, to the PO box here? Okay, all right.
And then on top of it, let's have your guys'
You see the prejudice?
let's have your guys' thing already.
You see the prejudice?
What they'll do?
She gets to make the decision whether
Yeah.
it can be mailed, and if it would have been any other fucking situation, she would have said no.
Right.
Yes. No, it's the truth. Yeah, they're making us work extra hard for our stuff. They're making us work extra hard for our stuff. They
Let me think about that. Yeah, I'll do it this time.
yeah.
Or would it be easier to email it? Because we could take email too. Okay.
They're treating us like slaves. State of Nevada says slavery prohibited 4 times in the Constitution. It says slavery prohibited, slavery prohibited,
Sorry.
slavery prohibited, slavery prohibited. And they're treating us like slaves. They're charging us fees for public records.
Okay. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
When you speak behind this glass, you need to speak up, please, miss. Thank you. Look at, they still got the blue line out, fucking bullshit. Yeah, today was supposed to be a preliminary hearing in the Justice Court. Yeah. We're getting screwed all the way across. Prosecuted, we're being maliciously prosecuted when we are getting treated like the prosecuted.
I think Ramirez listens to me a little more than he listens to you because you're always just coming at him in a certain way.
Ramirez comes at me at a certain way.
Yeah,
He profiled Adam. He said, Ramirez, when Adam met Ramirez for the first time, when Silent Auditor met Ramirez for the first time, he was met with, Mr. Prosguard, I'm here to serve you. It's like, I'm not Mr. Prosguard. He's like, I need an ID.
Profile if I go look in my truck.
Yeah. No, they profiled us. They profiled us. They're still profiling us. This is still a harassment. We're still being harassed by Jim Basinger. This is, I turned in a complaint in 2021, I believe, for Jim Basinger, and they haven't helped me with Jim Basinger. Jim Basinger's resigned, so they don't want to talk about Jim Basinger's involvement in any of this.
Instead of having to do a FOIA request for those proceedings and everything, you should have been fully informed by the DA's office.
Oh, I know. I should have been fully informed about by the DA's office a year and a half ago. They were trying to tell me that if I altered the videos that we made, that I would be under arrest for a felony. Yeah, they told me today.
Yeah. I don't even have the
Did
fucking
you alter them
device. I don't even have the device that the original's on. I got it on YouTube.
Yeah, we got our videos on YouTube, but there are videos to have on YouTube. This Knight County thinks that they can tell us what to do with our videos. This is a form telling us the badgering us that we could be arrested for a felony is freaking intimidating the witness. Telling us that we could be arrested for a felony for altering our videos that are our videos is a badgering of the witness.
Right now, hold on. My phone is dead. I need my phone on my charger.
They certainly didn't inform us of this back in a year and a half ago. Now they're all informing us about this. And then the lady that shot at Silent Auditor was over there smiling about it, like, yeah, they could get felonies. That's what she was acting like.
Yeah,
Stupid
well,
Linda's
I don't
sitting
have
there
the fuck,
badgering you.
I don't
The DA
I don't
doesn't
even
say a word
own the
about it.
fucking device.
No,
that
none
it
of
was
them said a word
originally
about
The
it.
DA
recorded
is
on.
supposed to be your counsel. You know
No,
what I'm
if-
saying?
It got dunked in a bowl of
Georgia
fucking
was
hot water.
Georgia was nodding her head in the courtroom on my court case, and they told Georgia if she nods her head, she was going to be held in contempt for nodding her head, distracting in the courtroom.
Look, there they go.
But Linda could just sit there and nod her head, smile at us, act like she's gonna win. She's got the whole county in her pocket because they want to be in her pocket. It's something.
Follow right behind them.
Yeah,
I want to see which way they go.
yeah. I want to pull over and see. Yeah, I want to go the
I don't know
opposite
it's
way.
them. You know it's them. I don't know it's them. So
The other thing is that yeah, we are getting maliciously prosecuted and maliciously what do you call it, helped. We're supposed to be the victims in this matter. They're trying to limit it down to just Mr. Provostgaard as the victim when my wife was had a gun pointed in her face and all she was doing was sitting.
I have text.
Silent auditor had the gun pointed in his face and he was shot at his back.
I have Facebook messages that say that you guys are the victims because she admits to attacking Adam for just standing there.
They're trying to intimidate us into giving them what evidence? We've already published all the evidence that they need. They did not come at us. They came to town. They watched our videos and then they left. And that's another thing that court that we didn't get to bring our cameras into, that we didn't get to bring our shirts into.
We need to become.
They told us in the court that something about we told the cops about this evidence. We showed the cops this evidence the day of the happening, and they showed no interest in taking that evidence the day of the happening. They were just like, "Oh, you can go ahead and email this and that." It's like, what
As a
email?
matter of fact, she's already been through a fucking arraignment and everything, and the fucking representing DA on our side fucking says that he was only fucking savvy to the video a couple days ago. Yeah, fucking right.
And then listen to
Because
the judge,
in the United States protects the freedom of
The
speech.
bitch is being arraigned on fucking
Glitter
felonies.
fart.
He lost his court. Okay, that's the biggest fucking thing right there.
The United States protects the freedom of speech, not.
That category of
You know,
felonies is being arraigned
YouTube
in
is
court.
at fault on that matter, but I can't tell you about that. That's YouTube's business.
Willie, she's a justice court judge.
I'm not doing anything, you dumb little glitter fart retard. I don't have the ability to do that. You're just trying to say, "Oh, you don't," but you don't.
Yeah.
I didn't promise to protect your right, moron. Did I promise to protect your right, glitter fart? You have never come across that conversation with me. This is the very first time we've conversated about your right to free speech, and I don't have no authority to protect that right for you.
Whole line.
You're the one that has to protect that right for you. I have no business protecting your right to free speech.
And we'll take.
I have no obligation.
We'll let them get
to
ahead
protect
of us
your
and
right
then
to
we'll
free
take the
speech.
fucking Reach River route.
Why can't
I
we
gave
just
no
go the
oath to
highway?
protect your right to free speech.
I don't know. I guess we could, but then
You moron.
I don't want to be any part of fucking being behind that.
we're not gonna be any part of it. We're gonna let them go for like we'll sit here for half an hour. They're
Why
not
No.
can't
gonna
we just take the
Uh-uh.
fucking highway?
Yeah, we just take the highway. It's only a little bit, and we'll just keep going.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Who's that greasy ass guy she was?
unless we go down to Round Mountain and over Ophir.
Steve Davidson.
Oh no, I know the lawyer, but who was the dude?
They have the guy that's prosecuting me, the orange hair guy, supposed to be the prosecuting attorney in this matter too.
Lock me up.
John? George knows John.
Okay,
George knows John. That wasn't John?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what John looks like.
Who was with her, Willis?
probably
Did anybody else see who was with her?
no. We should have went.
It was John. I mean, it was John.
Did you get that yet?
Yeah.
Glitterfart wants to call one of the people a moron.
Willis.
It's like, oh, am I supposed to protect your right to call me a moron, dummy fuck, or am I gonna defend myself against you, dummy fuck?
Felonies. God damn it.
What?
The most important key part of today is that she was arraigned in justice court on felony charges. You hear me?
Oh, I know.
That's improper procedure right there.
Yeah. How they informed her about her rights today? They probably called today an arraignment. Watch.
Well, what was it if it wasn't an arraignment?
No, they said this is a preliminary fucking hearing to go forward with the evidence that we don't fucking have.
But why did they inform her of her charges today if this was some preliminary hearing? And do you see how they were trying to lock us out of it, and then they're trying to make us believe that there was no court today? But then they were holding the court today?
I know.
What happened when we worked in there? I should have stepped out. They wouldn't let me back in.
Oh, I know.
You guys,
Yeah. Did they ask you a bunch of questions when they took us out of there?
No, they stood there and put their hands on their guns. And then I let him fucking have it. Ask fucking Daniel, and fucking the whole time we were in there, I let that little piece of shit have it. The whole time.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers want to fucking do this? I said, well, how? I said, you know, we get fucking called in here on a subpoena 2 weeks before this fucking preliminary hearing with no arraignment. I said, and then we have concern as the victims about what's going on and the charges being held and everything. And yet we get threatened with arrest and contempt.
Time out. Her charges should have been bound over already.
Yes, her charges should have already been bound over. They're trying to hide her charges. They're trying to keep her gun charges in-house. It wouldn't happen for me. I don't want to see anybody go to prison, but at the same time, I would have already been sitting in prison. I would have got my arraignment like the week that it happened, and I would have been prosecuted by now. This is a year and a half later. It's a year and 5 months later, and now they're just bringing up this preliminary hearing. We complained to the AG's office, and now they're just barely bringing this up. We're not getting treated fairly at all. We need a change of venue. We need a change of venue. We need a change of venue. For the public record, we need a change of venue. We need a change of venue. We need a change of
They
venue.
should have held that fucking hearing before they proceeded because we filed it.
Hello, hippie, Jake Snake. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. And yes, peace and love. Zen and everything. Yin and yang. That's what we love. You know, that's why we may say some things that we don't really mean. We may say some things that we mean at the time, but later on in life, we might not mean then. We may say some things that others don't agree with. But at the same time, we should always be allowed the fact to change. We should always be allowed to change.
Who's ready, please?
There is things in this life that is no good.
What for?
And some of these things we've been taught, not that we would say it, you know, like we had to be taught the words that we use. Not that we mean them or want to use them ourselves. Why did I have to learn about some of these words that they're trying to criminalize of me today? It's not fair. It's not fair all the way across the board. I don't even really want to speak English, but I was raised in a country that forces English upon its people. And then come to find out when I'm older that English is a form of slave language. That anyone who uses proper English spelt and spoken is regarded as a slave. Look at him, he's using his proper slave English. And a lot of people will say, oh, no, that's not true. Come on now. But why are we forced into learning about slavery? Why is this road lined with these pigs to this day? We need to take an alternative route. Somebody, yeah, it's probably about slowing down or something.
I don't want to be on this fucking road. I'd rather be out there with Linda.
No, we should have went down to Round Mountain and over Ophir.
No, we're gonna come here and wait for a minute, and then we're gonna fucking go back to the road.
Yeah, but look for a dirt road that goes out that way. Get on Google Maps and look for a road that goes out that way, please. We need to be on this. Yeah.
What do I ask?
Thanks for being here, Shockproof. Thanks for being here, Press Harder. Thanks for being here, Jake Snake, Silent Auditor. Yeah, there's some wild horses out there, you guys.
The beauty of Nevada, yeah, they're running up with helicopters.
Yeah. I can't believe that we have to deal with people that are all enslaved, named Glitter Fart, trying to tell us how we should be when we have rights to do some of these things.
Is that dirt road right there?
What are you looking at?
I'm gonna pull over this area.
Yeah, that's the one that we want to take right there, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull over the rest area and find out how to get.
Yeah, let's do that.
How do we get to it? Where does it start?
Okay, oh wait, I think I found it right there.
Right here?
No.
Whenever you put your phone down, it says orientation something, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, look.
Oh, that's a dirt road, Paul. That's what it's showing.
Yeah,
It's showing that road.
it's out across.
It's right back here somewhere.
So,
Yeah, I found it, but
It's behind
Don't
it.
tell me that's them, because that's the same vehicle.
no.
Same type of car, huh?
Dogs, but
Oh, if it is, then let's keep driving on.
it's not.
I'm
it's not.
driving on anyways. I'm just trying to figure out how to get to this goddamn dirt road.
Park somewhere so we can find out so that we can look at they're trying to intimidate us. They're trying to make it seem like they're going to try to
Look,
prosecute us, the victims in this matter. We talked about the plot against us where they said they were going to knock the cameras out, kick me in the nuts, There you go. Back there.
No, it's not back anywhere, huh?
Yeah, see there, and then you get on that one right there. You go around this way and go that way. Or you can take this one.
Yeah, we want to take that one.
Yeah, that was probably the one that we want to take. Oh, it looks like it's going to stop right there. Oh, but it goes out that way, then it
It's
goes
not
this way.
gonna stop. I see it. It goes all the way across. I just need to get on it.
I think the telephone pole one is the one that we'd want to. Ooh, no, that one right there.
There's all kinds of dirt roads.
Yeah, up ahead of us. We have to go out of the. We have to go out of the gates and then
I know
come.
it's up ahead of us, but I just don't know where, and I don't want to fucking, pass it.
Yeah, I think we gotta go across that cattle guard right there. That's where it is. Go across that cattle guard right there. Yeah. They have all sorts of highway patrols out on the highway, flagging ahead our positions.
Scan them in, yeah, to where we're at.
Yeah. They just passed this way. They just passed that way. They just passed this way. There's like more highway patrolmen on the road today than I've seen out here. And they turn on their right to like a signal that
Here they are.
there they are. Now we're gonna radio head to the next unit, type of deal. Bunch of fucking little bitches. Fucking public service agents actively working against you. When you're a police accountability activist, they want to work against you in any way, shape, or form they can. They'll discredit you. They'll make you seem like you're the wrongdoer, even when you're the victim. All that. They are keen to doing this to people. This is what they do to people. You complain against them and you're a police accountability activist, then they turn the complaint around on you. But we all know this. The ones who know that this is what's happening. Okay, right here.
Right here?
Yeah, it's your right blinker on and slow down. Pull into this dirt lot and go across that cattle guard. Yep. And then stay on this road here.
This one?
Yep. Let me see that. Yeah, get that for me.
And there's a creep.
I see this. It's a creepy ass creep.
No, that was her.
I don't know why I have to put DA and fucking tell the judge that the victims are being badgered.
Oh, I know. You did.
I know, but why did the DA do that?
Oh, the DA wasn't working for us. The district attorney is against us, acting like they're prosecuting this matter.
I shouldn't have followed you out.
Right up here,
I
you
feel
take
like
a.
something was said or done that.
I know. When the rest of these guys were in there.
Yeah.
Now, Ramirez, when we came out, they told us that the thing was over, but they kept them in there talking and talking and talking for a
Oh,
time.
they'll be allowed to come out in a minute. No, they should have been able to come out whenever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when I asked her,
I was the one that was attacked that day physically, but they plotted to attack me. Then they did attack me, and they kicked me out of the courtroom. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to go right. What do you?
It's great.
Oh,
Yeah, right up here.
Fuck it.
And take a right.
Okay.
You might be able to stay on this one, and it would go. Yeah, but we might want to go. We might want to go down to the other way, or even cross down to and over. Yeah. Oh, you used that word against my beliefs. Well, but they weren't against my beliefs, and I'm not trying to be malicious against any one particular person. So blase, blase. I don't know. So weird, you guys. Yeah, there's the same corruption all over the country, Simon. There's corruption all across the country.
Yep, I just lost service.
It's disgusting. I think it's going left, Rachel.
Yeah, right here. Tell it.
This is an ugly road, ain't it?
You know, they try to fucking make us out to be like criminals, but the most they've ever manufactured against us is a misdemeanor, even though they've tried.
I know.
Well, no, it just makes me wonder what they're gonna fucking try to do about the video thing.
Oh,
I
they're
don't
gonna.
even have that device anymore, but it's on YouTube. What are they
It's
gonna
funny
say?
that no.
What are they gonna say? I
No.
deleted it.
No, a year and a half after we were attacked.
Anything because we've already recused them.
Hold on, a year and a half after we were attacked, they show interest in getting these videos to the point that they're threatening to charge us with felonies if we've altered these videos. A year and a half after the making of these videos. They showed no interest up till now, up till this day, of getting these videos. They did not show us victims' rights. They
They
basically.
talked to you before court today.
No, well, no, they attempted to act like they were talking to us in the public lobby, public hallway of the
They escort
justice
her
court.
to the building.
They did not take us in the back room and
They didn't
treat us like a
escort you guys to
victim.
the building like they did her.
Yeah, no, they escorted her through the entire back ways of the building.
No, it was even to the point that when fucking they went to escort him out of the back of the courtroom, guys.
She needs
Perry and
so much
Perry and
bad
fucking
news, guys.
Perry and Ramirez were like, "Where'd you guys park?" Like all concerned for their safety and shit. And John was laughing with Perry and was like, "Out front, right next to their vehicle." And Perry goes, "Next time you guys come here, park in the back and we'll walk you through." And fucking then all of a sudden, fucking John was like, "Well, if you want to go get our vehicle and go put it over there, you can." And laughed and dangled his keys to Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't understand how category B felonies are being
Trying to watch.
being pushed to the justice court, not the district court.
Oh, I know.
And why is the district attorney there if it's justice?
Plus, you guys, they're trying to prosecute only the Linda Seeger lady,
I know.
but they're not trying to prosecute her son that brought the gun to the scene.
Why is the district attorney in a justice courtroom?
Well, the district attorney usually goes into justice. That's not the case. What the case
no,
is,
they don't. They go into the district courtroom. That's what their district attorney's for.
no, they always prosecute people here, and I've been in every matter that I've been across in Tonopah. They have a deputy district attorney in there trying to prosecute my case.
Attorney on their behalf. It's the district a justice court judge that does all the district attorney shit in justice court.
We would be begging for a hero to step in and stop these people, but we can't do that because which hero is amongst them? Which hero is amongst them? They have the duty to stop this malicious prosecution, and there is no heroes amongst them for the people.
That could help us, they would be stepping out right now.
Jake Snake, this is in Nye County, Nevada.
Why did they ask if I was there?
They asked if you were there just to see if all the witnesses was
They
there.
wanted me to name myself, but I wouldn't.
Oh, I know. It's because when they said, "Did you speak on her behalf?" She instantly says yes. Like, what the fuck?
It's all right, Willis. It's not a big deal.
No,
I don't know.
it is a
I
big
didn't
deal.
say yes or no.
I know. No, it's a big deal. No, she did not speak on your behalf. She spoke on the behalf of the people. She spoke on the behalf of justice.
Yeah, I asked, how are they? No, I said, are we supposed to have the motion to recuse and change venue before we continue any of these proceedings?
Yeah. No, they're trying to keep everything in-house under wraps from the state of Nevada. And while they're trying to, on its face, it looks like they're prosecuting for the state of Nevada, but in actuality, they're more than likely keeping this case in-house.
It's Buffalo Court.
Yeah, it's definitely Buffalo Court. It's definitely the Kangaroos, which is, shame on them. Kangaroos didn't do nothing. But no, they're a bunch. It's Kangaroo Court. They're in there jumping and hopping around, acting like they got shit hiding in their pocket.
No, they got her hiding in their pocket. She's in their pocket.
Yeah, that's funny. Press harder.
And when she wants to sit there and act all cocky and shit, Steve Evenson is not that great of an attorney, bitch. Calm down.
Yeah, Steve.
Oh, but he's gonna be a glory son in this one because they got the whole court in their
What it
pocket.
is a piece of work.
They don't even have to be attorneys. They got everything. They run through the state bar. Everything's a farce and a show. They don't have to file. They don't have to file applications. They just they sign up for a role in the government. They even say who will fill these roles because they're all actors for a state agency under the federal executive branch of the United States Constitution.
Before you request court proceedings for this case, so we'll put that on Willis's YouTube as well.
Yeah. No, we'll put that. We FOIA requested the proceedings of this case, even the ones we weren't privy to, and we'll be. I'll try to get those up on my channel somehow to show everybody. I wanted to read some stuff. Did you got copies of all that? These are all the copies we made today. Watch them not disclose them to their higher ups. We have copies proving that we made complaints and other things today.
Yeah, but she even said personally herself that she turned them into nobody, that they go in your file.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had to go and turn those in over to the county.
We filed them with her. That's what our intention was. She better file them.
Yeah, she better file them. But yeah, we say she better file them, but who's going to enforce that? We have to argue that matter too. They'll present every matter that we have to argue, but then they won't. They're leaving out the parts that they're supposed to inform us of, and then they're forcing us.
Willis, we need to be in contact with the
Can you stop saying that over and over again like
U.S.
that?
Department of Justice.
What is your problem? I don't even like those titles.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
That's one of the other problems is that we don't even speak amongst our families. Our whole family needs to understand that we don't like name titles and that we don't want to be called by these names anymore on this earth. That our whole families need to understand that cops don't just prosecute you for committing crimes. They prosecute you for complaining against them. They retaliate by prosecuting you for other things that they turned on you.
Listen, we need to be in contact with the U.S. Department of Justice. We need to write paperwork to them in writing.
I'm not using the car. Somebody else is using the car, so I'm just paying attention to my paperwork and the live. But I'm trying to pay attention to like couple other documents, possibly a map and some documentation I want to read. Here was a piece of paper I compiled today. I used Word. I used Microsoft Word, and I used the Google Internet to come up with this document that I composed. But I mean, it's the question is, you have the right, or do you have the right? It says you have the right to be free from intimidation or dissuasion. And oh man, I was dissuaded today. Trust me, I was so dissuaded today. It's so disgusting what they did to me today. They threatened me with contempt in the courtroom, and then they ordered me out of the courtroom after threatening me with contempt. They didn't even go through with the contempt. Instead, they switched it to ordering me out of the courtroom, which I have no choice but to comply. They have the threat of guns and violence. They had 2 to 3 to 4 cops ready to pounce on me if I even mentioned, if I wouldn't quit talking, if I wouldn't do nothing. If I would have just kept, they're there to threaten me with arrest over every little issue. They were letting the Linda Seeger lady just freaking look back at us and smile and act like, oh my God, you guys are so fucked. That's what she was looking like, what she was trying to do, smirking at us. My little sister had to say something about it. My little sister had to inform the judge and the prosecutor that she was being able to keep on looking back and badgering us. But you know, these are like complaints and everything. But why should we have to be doing this? We're the victims.
Yeah,
we're having to.
Why do the court rules work for some but not for others?
No, we're having to fight a case as the victim. They're trying to put the duty. They have the sole. They're the ones. Linda Seeger has the duty to present her case. We don't have the what is it called? The blame. The burden of proof. The burden of proof should not be on us. The burden of proof should be on the defendant to prove that she didn't do that stuff.
But it lies on the prosecution.
Well, the prosecution, they wanted these videos that they just brought up to us today.
They should have been asking a year ago.
They should have been asking us for these videos a year and a half ago. They had no interest in seeing these videos. Today was the very first interest the district.
Until I made a complaint to the Attorney General, the Governor, and everybody down below them. I made a complaint.
Today was the very first time that we were informed that we need to provide these videos to the district attorney, because the district attorney has made no involvement with us about this matter for a year and 5 months.
And I'm not the only enhancement. You're an enhancement too.
Oh, I know. Just don't even answer it. I'm okay, Gloria AD. Thank you for being there for me. You know, they're doing so much to us. It's so funny. It's not even funny at all. It's not funny at all. We need to change a venue in this matter and other matters for Nye County, regarding Nye County. Other matters. I want them. I wrote cease and desist on the paperwork when I filed it today, and I don't think that they're gonna file. I think that they're gonna do the runaround instead of exercising full disclosure and turning that complaint with my cease and desist letter over to every higher up in the agency known as Nye County. They're probably going to withhold that information, not file it, not turn it over to their administration, not turn it over to their higher ups, attempt to keep it in-house. Let this be the public record that this is recording the words and writing it down as a transcript. You know, that they are doing these things to us. They are definitely doing these things to us, and it shouldn't be this way. This is egregious. Egregious starts with an E. The charges, Simon Kennedy, are against the lady who shot at Silent Auditor, who her and her family acted as counter-protester to our protest. We were protesting Public Service Agent Jim Basinger again about harassing and threatening me, and we were complaining and protesting Jim Basinger's harassment and threats. And these people came up out of the woodwork to counter protest, to tell us to shut up and leave public. The two things protected by the First and Fourth Amendment to do. We do not have to shut up, first of all. We do not have to leave public, second of all. We have the right to assemble in public. We have the right to peaceful assemble, which is not violent assemble, which peaceful assemble includes an albeit otherwise loud and obnoxious protest. As long as you're not touching people and forcing people to stand in a certain area of public, you should be allowed to use your voice for expression and other First Amendment expressions, beliefs, and other religious values. And they're converting my right to protest and Silent Auditor's right to protest into a crime. My wife was just sitting there.
They converted my right to be
And she had a gun put in her face.
Yeah.
And my wife is handicapped, only has use of her right side of her body. It's not like she can run away from Linda Seeger putting a gun in her face.
I was just in there in the court clerk's office trying to conduct business, and I was told to leave.
Yeah, we were all trying to conduct public business.
Yelling louder than me.
You know, hey, thank you, Anonymous, for being up in here. You rule no matter what anybody has to say against you, Anonymous. I know that you are a good man. Take care of that wife of yours and everybody else in your life, in this life. Thank you all for being here. That goes for you guys too. Take care of yourselves. Take care of this life. These inalienable rights are so important to us, you guys. They should not be doing this stuff to us, you guys.
That's an old
I
road.
guess you could go back that way and we'll still get to it.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a long ways back that way. Let's go.
No, let's go forward.
This way.
Let's go forward, or let's go.
Is there another dirt road that cuts off this way for a bit?
Give me my phone.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know how good they are.
Yeah, there might even be worse. The more you get up
it
to
can't
the
be worse than this one.
no, the more when you get up to the foothill, the more the volcanic rock will start showing its head. If you stay down here in the valley, it'll be powdered. But
Wait back.
nice.
We'll be all right. We'll get through these.
Well, like I was saying, it's very important to stand up for our rights. Our rights are inherent, meaning they speak for themselves. Anything that's so right that speaks for itself. Like if you're standing there with an ice cream cone and somebody slaps that ice cream cone out of your hand, you're going to inherently know that you were wronged. You're not going to have to know how to read the language. You're not going to have to know how to write a language to know that you were wronged when you got your ice cream slapped out of your hand. That's why these rights are important, because we need to be standing up for not only our rights, but standing up for the rights of the people around us.
Everyone.
If we see somebody get their ice cream slapped out of their hands, we should say, hey,
Yeah, that's
tell me
not
right now why you're slapping this person's,
It's not right.
one of these people's ice cream out of their hand. I want to know. This is a matter of public importance. Why are you slapping that person's ice cream out of their hand? Do you have a good reason to do that?
You know, take away the rights of others, and everybody's rights will be taken away.
Yeah, when you allow, yeah, let's take that one right there. That one's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
You're supposed to say something. See something, say something. Whatever.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We're good. As long as we don't get accosted on the way home and forced to unlawfully stop and other things, we'll be fine. We want to make it home peacefully today without any intrusion by any agency or person.
Why isn't there still a restraining order in place for me and my family's protection when now I have to fear that this lady's going to do, the way she was looking at us in the court, I have to fear that she's going to try to do something to my family.
When we got
The judge never gave me an extension hearing.
Yeah, when we got a TPO against the person who shot at Silent Auditor for our family's benefit, we got to run around as to how we were going to write up this protective order and everything. And then on top of it, when it came to the extended protective order, our family was never notified of a hearing of a protective order extension. Well, they're actively using protection orders against our family to keep us from protesting public service agents.
And they make
But-
sure that you get to every extension hearing. right?
Yeah, they're making sure that they're getting to every protective order extension hearing, but they're not making sure that we get to our protection order
It's
hearings.
so biased and so unfair. And if anybody sees anything
If anybody is a civil rights
share it.
counsel, a true counsel of civil rights, if anybody's watching that's a true counsel of civil rights, our family needs help with some of these matters. We've been studying the law for quite a long time, me and my little sister, but there's only so much that we the people can do, especially when they are using their fancy suits
When they don't
and their
do it,
fancy
we'll have
stuff.
format document that the court will uphold.
They're using their fancy suits, their fancy stuff. They're using the public tools against our family. They're meeting our complaints with deliberate indifferences. They're not even
They're biased.
doing our complaint. They're not even turning our complaints over to higher ups.
Biased.
They're any complaints that we provide, they make no mention of. But then they turn around and pretty soon we're being prosecuted for the complaint that we provided.
Charges or something against somebody for you.
Gator Sky.
Trying to
Me of my old band that we used to play in back when I was a kid. We called it chaotic, and we played kind of chaotic, but it was a total jam. We never wrote no music down. Every time we just got together and we played the same jams that we always play. And no matter who we had filling in for drummer, no matter who we had filling in for bass, no matter who we had filling in for guitar, we always played the same jam. We taught everybody else how to play that same jam. So if our bass player couldn't make it, we would just still play the same jam. If our guitar player, our bass player, our drummer couldn't make it, we would just teach somebody else how to play the jam. And then every time we got together, we would just play the jams. To this day, we can still get together and just play those jams. We know them by heart. There are jams. Thank you, Tapatio's Cop Watch, for expressing yourself that what's happening is effed up. I believe you. I agree.
No.
I'm pretty scared right now about what's happening because I know for a fact that my family has been the one family that I know of in Nye County. I'm sure there's more, but they try to keep those under hush. I'm sure the people down in Pahrump that stand up against government don't know about us up on the other side of the county standing up for government. It's not like the county's going to go and mention, oh, look at these people are standing up for civil rights against Nye County. These are the people that are standing up for civil rights against Nye County. I wish that there was, they'll make a video about how you got arrested, and they'll make this defamation video for the Nye County Sheriff's Office, but they won't make a video about people that are standing up for their rights, for the rights of others. The sheriff's department needs to make a video that says, see here, these are the people in your county that are standing up for rights against tyranny in this county. That would be important. It's called Rights and Freedoms. You can be a sheep, a lamb to the slaughter. Go ahead. I know, Simon Kennedy, I don't want to be, I don't want to. I feel brave. I don't really feel like dying for rights or nothing. But I think that it's a brave thing if you're out here standing up for rights.
Allow other people's rights to be violated, and they don't do anything about it. Then they're allowing for themselves not only to be a sheep, but they're allowing for all the people to be sheep. Because guess what? There's nothing we can do for anybody if we don't stand up for each other.
Could you imagine if that point right there was an eviscerated castle? That'd be so weird if that little plateaued point right there was an eviscerated castle, wouldn't it?
It's all that up there.
It's just looking out for each other. That's what we need to really start doing and coming together for the
What do you see?
good of the people.
No, that's a ranch.
Because our rights are put in place for a purpose. It's what we were given. I mean, we were born into this life with those rights inherently. That means we should be all sticking up for each other.
The thing about it was back in 1600s.
About it when it's one against all.
Yeah. Back in 1600s, they used to do atrocious things to us when we went to their courts. We'd be called to their courts. They would treat us as if we were guilty. I'll get out.
Okay, you need to talk.
I'm gonna walk up, keep walking this way. You guys let me know when you guys are done using the restrooms. Life is so crazy, you guys. Those who stand up for rights usually get trampled down in an attempt to trample us. We have to keep on standing up for these rights. No matter which one of us gets trampled, we need to keep standing up for these rights. We need to stand up for each other's rights so hard right now because they've been using our tax money to compile a force against us, and they call themselves the local, state, and county.
Maybe I could put out a request that everybody call flood these people and let them know what you see is not right.
Yeah. A lot of these people know that we got attacked. A lot of these people in the live today have seen our videos about us being plotted against, attacked, and then that was over a year ago, year and a half. It was like a year and 5 months ago, and now they're just bringing us to court for that attack against us. It's so egregious. It's so egregious. I made a complaint that I was being prosecuted, but they were allowing this lady to get away for a year and a half. And now, since that complaint went through the AG's office, I can only assume that now they're trying to act like they're doing something about this complaint now. Finally, after a year and 5 months. We showed them the videos the day of the attack, but they showed no interest in obtaining the...
They got emailed all the fucking videos.
Yeah, we did.
Not Ramirez, but fucking... who's the other... huh? No,
John Friel Jr.
No, the
District of Attorney.
It was Cobb and fucking...
I was the one emailing the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was Cobb and Tulipot, I believe. I gotta go help my wife back in the truck. I'm gonna have to bend down and grab her and put her in. I love you, baby. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Get on, it's in there.
Wait,
You never tell me to wait before. Yeah. That's what we should do. Yeah, everywhere. Anywhere in there. Anywhere from here in between. We're having to take the extra scenic route home so that we can go. Can you get in? So I can get in?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Then we'll just get out of here. We're having to go the extra mile. To keep ourselves safe, and then we're being maliciously prosecuted at every turn. So sorry if I messed that voice my voice up on that one. Oh, I know. Why should we have to pay for their 2 homes? Please don't come in here with ignorant talk. Thank you, Mr. Tapatios, Cop Watch. I really appreciate you for saying that.
I feel violated today because I was in the courthouse.
Please, Joe King, comments, please.
Business. I was protecting business, and I was asked to leave because I was being loud, but I wasn't.
Exactly, Magna Carta, Simon Kennedy.
My cop was being louder than me.
The Magna Carta should be recognized. Human rights should be recognized. Human rights are important. They're so important. We might not even be able to comprehend with our small minds the importance of all of our rights. And under the 9th Amendment, the rights that aren't mentioned in the Bill of Rights should be also brought up. People that know about our rights should not be using the fact that we don't know our rights against us. That would be wrong of them to know that we have a right, but then if we don't express that right, that they use it against us, that should be something that they're using against. Rights should not be used against the people. Rights should always be used for the people. They've been getting away with a lot of things over the years. When we didn't have a camera, and a platform to they used to beat our grandparents and our parents up. They used to, if any of our grandparents and our parents wanted to say no and stand up for their rights, they would just get beat down, and to a point where nowadays the old people in our country say, oh, this is just the way it is. You have to comply. You have to do all this. It's like, no, You do not have to comply. The employee agent, has a duty to stand down. Those employees and agents have a duty to uphold. These things are very important. I don't see it being exercised by them today. I think they're trying to take away, not uphold. And that lady that attacked us over our freedom of speech, she's in the courtroom today smiling at us. Look how you're getting treated, and I'm supposed to be the one that's being defended. And it's like, lady, you should also be trying to uphold your freedom of speech, not ours, and ours too.
It was
Not be trying to go against our freedom of speech.
the cop was Rulis.
Rallis.
Yeah.
Yep. The other deputy was Rallis.
Yep.
It was Cobb and Rallis that took that saw our videos that day, and we barely turned those over to them, didn't we? And now here they are trying to threaten us. They're gonna try to use our videos against us. This is what they do in the big cities, you guys. And since we're out here in Podunk, good old boy system, that they think that they can just keep on running with it. I cannot believe this, you guys. I tried to show you guys that sign back there that's on the doors of the Justice Court has no statute, no NRS, no United States Code.
That's why I asked.
It's unenforceable. It's unenforceable.
Because
the enforcement of that sign is unlawful enforcement.
You're supposed to be able to be brought before the judge. It doesn't say what you should be wearing.
I could complain about this stuff to high heavens, you guys, but unless anybody's going to do anything about it, then my complaints are mute. What do we do when we complain and the people that are supposed to be taking our complaints don't go and take our complaints?
What about what? No, what do you do when you're fucking complaining about the people that are fucking supposed to be taking your complaints?
Oh, well, start back here.
Can't do. Common law.
I'm gonna smoke
Learn it.
here.
Oh, I know, Simon Kennedy. They need to learn it big time.
It won't be learned if everybody's.
I appreciate everybody that's in this
That's the sad part.
live today.
There's not enough people standing up for the rights of others.
I want to even thank the haters. We don't have to listen to you haters, but I want to thank you guys for attempting to for proving that people are out there actively going against their own rights, hating on the freedoms that we have in this country, and all that other
A lot of
stuff.
people won't be concerned until it's pointed at them.
They want to try to say, "Oh, hey, Robert Wolf, second. Thank you for being here."
But the longer you let it happen, the closer it is to becoming pointed in the direction of somebody else. You know.
Yeah. It's so frightening to be in there as the victim, and then them notifying you that they might be trying to charge you with felonies for everything. The same video that was used to protect you, they're going to try to use as to make a felony against you. That don't sound right at all. That isn't right. I've already seen this happen against others in our movement, or whatever this is. Our stand for rights is what it is. Our people's stand for rights.
Yeah, like Man's Last Stand.
That's exactly what this is a people's stand for rights. They're trying to criminalize a people's stand for rights at every turn. At every turn. It's egregious. It's profoundly egregious.
Well, so I'm gonna go.
It's disgusting. Yeah, I didn't tell you to stop.
Let them know you might lose them.
Yeah, we might lose signal here and there between this, but I'll stay live with you guys because we have a long road home. But I would like to sit here and talk with you guys. I'm gonna read your guys' comments and everything else and try to interact.
I want to ask them all, what do they see wrong with this picture, and then can they please call somebody? You know, let's make a flood. Let's call flood. Call flood the Attorney General of the state of Nevada. We are nothing by ourselves, but we're something by state. Why did we fall? And that's
people go
people are allowed to have
prison for
water.
They fly and they come home. We all should have freedom.
Yeah, freedom is freedom here in the US because that's
Yes, sir.
what we're all allowed, like by not standing up for one another.
Yes, sir.
Anybody out there who's never stood up for themselves or anybody else, I mean, shame on you. Looks like
You guys, and tell you some more. I need all the